Go ahead.
Okay, so we are going to graph in 3D an elliptic cone. We set these axes up earlier. We want to graph z squared equals x squared plus y squared, and we're just going to do this in the first octant. Normally we might use these axes, but in this case, this is one of those times where things actually look better in this situation. So first we're going to deal with when y is equal to 0, and that's when we have x squared equals y squared, and so then the absolute value of z is equal to the absolute value of x. So let's go ahead and graph what that would look like in the first quadrant. If we come to the point 1, then z is also 1, and so point 1, 1 is on our graph. Now, of course, the point negative 1, 1 is also on our graph, but we're not going to graph that because we're just going to deal with what's in the first quadrant. And so there we go. Of course, that continues on. Now, when x is equal to 0, we have z squared is equal to y squared, and so the absolute value of z is the absolute value of y. So similarly, we have the point 1, and if I can get this up, that would be that point right there. Okay. So now, of course, I'm not going to graph this as it goes on forever and ever and ever. So I'm going to sort of do this little trick here where I take the ruler parallel to the x-axis and slide it up to, let's say, z equals 3. And then I'm going to do, sorry, I'm going to turn this, the same thing over here. I'm going to get parallel with this y-axis and slide this up to z equals 3. And this just gives us an idea of what things look like. Go back and extend that all the way up. What the z equals 3 plane looks like. There we go. All right. And so we know that when z equals 3, let's do that over here. Z is equal to 3. We get 9 is x squared plus y squared. So of course this is a circle of radius 3, which means it goes through this point and this point where these lines intersect the z equals 3 plane as a circle. Of course, this actually extends down this way as well. And you would have the mirror image of that in the bottom, which I will not draw, but that's essentially what it looks like.